Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a new memorial in downtown Hazard will show you who it honors. And a revival in Johnson County is bringing hundreds of folks together to celebrate faith and fellowship and breaking down church walls.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this Tuesday, November 11th at 6:29 this morning, and we're ready to check in with our weather with meteorologist Megan Duswall. Megan, it's a good day for those gloves. Definitely have a coat, anything you need this morning, especially when walking out to that car.
Yeah, and I would even suggest with those hand warmers, even if you're outside for a long time, it is just brutally cold out there. We're looking at 20s all across eastern Kentucky, and on top of that, those feels like temperatures are even colder, with most folks in eastern Kentucky feeling like the teens, significantly below freezing for the start of your day. We'll continue to see those temperatures in the 20s throughout the next couple hours, but as you head into the afternoon, the low 40s will come out to play, which is significantly warmer than yesterday, but still cold for this time of year, as we should be in the upper 50s. Here's a look at satellite and radar, nice and clear, and we're going to steer clear from any snow and rain until later this week. Amelia.
Thanks, Megan. A new memorial stands in downtown Hazard to remember and honor those who died trying to provide for the area. WYMT's Neely Green spoke to a city official about the new Perry County Coal Miner Memorial.
If you are in downtown Hazard, you may notice a new memorial standing in Triangle Park.
What this memorial depicts is all the individuals that were killed during the line of duty for coal mine deaths. Mining, strip mining, just any kind of injury that caused, unfortunately, death.
The memorial was a collaborative effort between the city, county, and tourism. Research efforts were made to collect the names of those who gave their all for coal and for the community.
A lot of people got injured, got killed, and I know people on that wall and people out there do. And it's something that we want to do and do a tribute for them.
Hazard City Manager Tony Eversole says it's important to have memorials like this one so folks can remember and honor those lost.
We're blessed. This is an area of service and community dedication, and we've got memorials for the flood victims. We've got some memorials for soldiers, and we want to do something for them.
Eversole says it's a way to thank those miners for their contribution to the area.
We want to make sure that the coal miners who, as the saying goes, you know, the lights wouldn't be on if we didn't have them. And we wanted to thank them and thank their families for the service.
In Perry County, Neely Green, WYMT Mountain News.
The memorial is located downtown in Triangle Park between the Farmers Market and Hazard City Police Department. Well, a death investigation is underway after police in Louisville pulled a body from the Ohio River at around 10 o'clock yesterday morning. A witness spotted the remains in the river near the base of the Lincoln Bridge on the Louisville side, then called for help. The river unit says it appears to be an adult, but no further details on who the person is or how they ended up in the water. Investigators hope an autopsy can provide more information. In Hardin County, at least one person is dead after a 3-vehicle crash yesterday morning. Police say it happened on the Salt River Bridge along Dixie Highway. No name has been released so far regarding the person killed. Police say traffic on the bridge was completely shut down due to that crash. Well, snow did cause some problems for drivers in southern Kentucky yesterday. Crews were called to clean up 8 vehicle crashes that happened on the northbound Interstate 75 in Whitley County. It happened just across the Kentucky-Tennessee state line around mile marker 2. Officials believe the bridge icing over was the likely cause of so much trouble for so many drivers.
If this is setting the tone for the winter, we're in for a long, cold, snowy winter. To slow down when you start encountering snow because your visibility is going to be decreased, the roadway is going to be wet, the bridges and overpasses will freeze before the roads.
Officials say 3 people were hurt and 1 was transported to a hospital in the area. None of the injuries are considered life-threatening. Well, since that winter weather has made its way to the mountains, emergency management officials are reminding folks to be cautious. With snow falling throughout the region and cooler temps hanging around early this week, Pike County Emergency Management Director Nee Jackson says drivers should be prepared for potential dangers, especially in the morning hours. Jackson says even if snow doesn't appear to be piling up, roadways can sometimes have hidden concerns.
When you get that sudden drastic drop in temperatures, you could see some areas that freeze, some black ice, that type thing. So especially with all the wind that's coming with this, bringing that cold front in, it could freeze surfaces.
Jackson says it is important to remember to give yourself ample time for your commute when road conditions could be less than ideal. Well, the stepfather of 10-year-old Jaden Spicer, charged in connection to his death, has a new attorney, and a judge will determine if his bond should be lowered next week. As we told you, Jaden Spicer was found in a shallow grave back in August. His mother, Felicia Gross, gave Jaden sleeping medicine that caused his death, according to her arrest citation. His stepfather asked for his bond to be lowered from $1 million last month, filing a motion saying that he's only ever received traffic violations before these charges. Joshua has a bond hearing on November 18th. As for his mother, her pretrial hearing will be January 9th. Well, recent gun violence has community activists taking action near a Lexington school. Last week, 2 separate incidents happened while school was letting out. One person was shot and killed Friday on Center Parkway, not far from the Tates Creek campus. Now, One Lexington is chaperoning students home from school. Devin Carman with One Lexington says they're looking for 70 volunteers to help create a safe passageway home.
This is one of those times where we need the community to join us, and we got to be out there in the thick of things. It's the only way we're going to stop this uptick.
Members with One Lexington say the group will have to expand its outreach to help everybody feel safe to simply walk home from school. 2 people were taken to the hospital after a building in Charleston, West Virginia caught fire early yesterday morning. The assistant fire chief of the Charleston Fire Department says they received the call just before 4. Originally, they were told it was a residential fire, but after crews arrived on scene, it was changed to a working fire. The building was eventually deemed a loss and crews had to pull back.
About an hour, it took us about an hour and a half to make the determination the building was becoming unsafe for firefighters to enter, and we switched to what's called a defensive posture, and that's when we put our ladder trucks up and removed for the firefighters from inside.
The investigation is still ongoing. Officials with the fire department say they're expecting it to take a while. Well, it's been nearly 7 months since the May tornado made its way through Laurel and Pulaski counties, leaving damage and destruction in its wake. Folks continued to rebuild, and others were left to start fresh the day after the tornado. I met the owners of Triple Threat Martial Arts, and here's that update to their story. Triple Threat Martial Arts was originally located off of Highway 25 in London, but on May 16th, the building was destroyed along with everything near it.
It was heartbreaking. I think the first day we walked out really got to us. I was the first one on the scene. Didn't really know what to do. It was just tears, man. You know, I get teary-eyed thinking about it. It's just like everything we worked so hard, you know.
I met owners Eddie Birchfield and Jamie Sarsony after that tornado hit. Now the two have moved just a few miles down the road to begin again.
Yeah, we don't stop. That's the one thing about me, as I was always brought up not to be a quitter. Our family's not a quitter, and neither is Triple Threat.
Triple Threat has been hosting classes here at this building behind me for just about 2 months now. Before the tornado, they had around 75 students. Now those numbers have dropped to 35 as they continue to look to rebuild and regrow their student base.
What I'll do is have you do 2 roundhouses with this and then break a board, okay?
Thankfully, the mats and other equipment was salvageable from the debris, making that move more manageable.
To this day, I still have people bringing me trophies. We lost a lot of things in the tornado, but there's a lot that was salvaged, you know, so I'm thankful for what we have.
Birchfield ready to teach kids and folks of all ages.
2 with a loud A, 3. Good job.
The ways of martial arts.
It's about keeping the kids motivated and not losing, you know, their lack of faith.
Taking one step at a time on the road to recovery. As an incentive, the Martial Arts Studio does offer some free classes for newcomers, and you can find more details about this on their Facebook page, Triple Threat Martial Arts. A revival in Johnson County is bringing hundreds of folks together to celebrate faith and fellowship, breaking down denominational barriers and church walls. The Awakening Revival at Hager Hill Free Will Baptist Church has sparked a movement in the Paintsville community, seeing hundreds of people gather to worship and witness in the church and out in the community. The event pushed church leaders to knock down 2 walls in the building to provide access for more seating, with services reporting standing room only attendance.
We've torn down the natural walls, amen, but God's tearing down the spiritual walls, and only He can do that. And this is a revival, this is an awakening, and God is just doing it just because He can.
The revival is still ongoing, nightly at 7, and is soon relocating to a larger warehouse space in Paintsville to accommodate the growing crowd. Well, it's the start of a new era at Eastern Kentucky University. Renovations at Baptist Health Arena at Alumni Coliseum have been completed. Work has been underway on the facility for more than a year to improve the experience for athletes, fans, and the community. The renovations include a new court, seating bowl with ADA accessibility, and upgraded tech, plumbing, and HVAC.
Alumni provides so many opportunities for all athletes, from the amazing resources in the new athletic training room to the beautiful new locker rooms that give not only me and my teammates, but all athletes a space to create lifelong memories and friendships off of the court.
While the facility has a more modern feel now, school president David McFadden says it was important to them to preserve some of its architecture, like the longest freestanding wood roof in the world.
As you're heading into your Tuesday morning, you don't have to worry about any more snow flurries interrupting your travel. Will stay nice and clear for the remainder of your work week. In fact, just looking at a little bit of clouds towards West Virginia, and that's about all you have to deal with. And in terms of temperatures, that is going to be the main driving factor in what's going to be impacting your Tuesday. It's in the 20s to start off your day, even looking at 18 degrees in Monticello, 19 degrees in Jonesville and Wise. So it is very cold. Make sure you are bundling up, and that will continue as you're heading off to school with those temperatures in the mid-20s. And by the time you're heading back home from school, we'll be looking at those low 40s, still cold for this time of year. Amelia.
Thanks, Megan, and thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning at 6:41. Coming up, going private in the sky soared during the pandemic, and the numbers have remained high. We have the reasons why and how you can fly semi-private for cheaper.
Travel for